Hello Lauren, it's Monday and there's only Matt Smith amount of weeks until we meet again. I'll let the Doctor Who fans figure that one out. Today I want to talk to you about money, specifically British money, and how it works. Our system is fairly uncomplicated and unlike the US we don't have fancy names for our coins like quarters or dimes. In fact, our money, much to the disappointment of John Green, is based solely upon pennies. Alright, let's start with the smallest amount of money. Lauren, this is a penny. A penny is 1 pence, which would be the equivalent of a cent to you. The rest of our money is pretty simple because of the fact that they are just X amount of pennies. For example, 2 pence, or 2p, is just 2 pennies. 5p is 5 pennies. 10p is 10 pennies. We also have 20p and 50p, which are 20 pennies and 50 pennies respectively, and this is where it gets interesting. Once you have 100 pennies, you get a pound. Or a quid, which is rightfully pointed out, but it is more of a slang term, but it's commonly used. 1 pound is a small round coin, and once you have 2 of them, or 200 pennies, you get upgraded to a 2 pound coin. The 2 pound coin is actually bigger than a 1 pound coin and was actually only really recently introduced into our money system, but it's really commonly used now and you'll find them everywhere. Now we move on to the notes, which thankfully for me are colour coded. Each note is worth a different amount of money and each will feature a British version of history on the back. First is a £5 note, which is green, and it features Elizabeth Fry, who was a Christian philanthropist and known as the Angel of Prisons because she wanted prison reform, and she did that during the 1800s. Next is the £10 note, which is orange and features Charles Darwin, whose theory of evolution is pretty much known everywhere. Fun fact though, in the next couple of years the £10 note is being redesigned, will actually feature Jane Austen, so that's good as well. Next is the £20 note and features Adam Smith, who is a Scottish moral philosopher. I'm sorry for not knowing that. And finally we have the £50 note, which is red and features Matthew Bolton and James Watt, who are engineers and manufacturers. Though fun fact, £50 notes aren't widely accepted. In most shops they will often get turned down, but if you do get a £50 note, on the rare chance that you do get one, you can take it into a bank and you can change it for the equivalent. So for like 2 20s and a 10, or 50 coins if you're really that desperate for change. So that is it. That is pretty much our money explained. There's probably going to be some mistake somewhere, so if there is or I've missed anything, someone please feel free to point it out. I hope you like this video. I had quite fun making this. I've now got to go and edit it all, which is always going to be fun. Anyway, I hope you're well, and I really liked your video last week. I am so looking forward to the next 11 weeks sort of going by, so we get to see each other IRL, and it's going to be great, and it's going to be fun. So, okay, I hope you have a lovely week and a lovely weekend. DFTVA, and I'll see you on Monday.